From our original list of more than 2,000 two-word combinations, we're down to just 10. Time to bite the bullet and choose a favourite.
Now, I think these final 10 all have merit. If this were my gardening company, however, I would discount Botany Bloom because I think botany introduces too many difficulties for some readers. It sounds a bit scientific. If you're, on the other hand, you wanted a scientific focus in your gardening business, then if that's one of the differentiator, then you might want to use that. Grow Colour, to me, is flat and boring. Grow Gardener, despite the alliteration, is flat and boring, so I would get rid of those. So now we're down to 7. Gardener Green, Blossom Gardening, Beauty Gardens, Bloom Gardening, Colour Gardening, Petal Grass, and Fair Garden. Just in reading them out, my least favourites are Beauty Gardens and Colour Gardening. So I'm going to get rid of those. I'm not really sure why, they just don't have a ring to them for me. So now we're down to 5. My favourite, I think, is Gardener Green, followed by Fair Garden or Petal Grass. Again, Petal Grass, I think there's spelling issues there, and it's a little bit too confusing. So although I like the sound of it and the look of it, I think it would be difficult for people to grasp, especially over the phone. So we'll get rid of that. So we've got Gardener Green, Blossom Gardening, Bloom Gardening, and Fair Garden. I would be happy with any of those, really. Fair Garden would be pretty easy to... It's easy to read. I think most people will be able to spell it. Gardener Green, again, easy to read, and most people will be able to spell it. You're not going to have any issues with people getting the words mixed up. Blossom Gardening and Bloom Gardening, I think they're a little bit more difficult for people to spell, not necessarily because they're difficult to spell, but because they're longer, I think, is probably the only reason. So if I had to choose one, it would probably be Gardener Green, followed by Fair Garden, Blossom Gardening, and Bloom Gardening.
So there you have it. A fast, simple way to create a great domain name, even if not particularly creative. One that'll work for any business. To recap, come up with a list of words that are relevant to the business. Use Domain Name Analyzer to combine those words into two-word combinations because you won't get the single word domain. Use Domain Name Analyzer to identify which of those two-word combinations are available as domains. Cull the rubbish, then go through the remainder and use your gut feel to decide which ones are going to be easy to say, easy to read, easy to spell, easy to remember, and then choose a favourite. Thanks for sticking with me. I know it's been a lengthy screencast. Hopefully you found it useful.